Second set of skills that we'll be talking about will be interpersonal skills. These other skills are necessary for your relationships with other people. If you're sure that you already have these self-leadership skills, most of them, which will help you to become a better person in general, then we can now move into your relationship with other people. So we're talking about interpersonal skills, which are necessary, be it at your job site or be it at your business site. You don't just go out there and act like somebody who has not even put any effort to it, who is just walking by intuition. You might get it by intuition, but I think that it's good to put effort to have these skills right. Just like with the self-leadership skills, we're going to have three groups of interpersonal skills. And the first group is going to be developing relationships. It's important that you learn to develop relationships, be it in your business setting, be it in your job setting, be it even out of these. But I would want to focus on these, but it's necessary that you develop, you learn how to develop relationships wherever you find yourself, because it is often said that it's more about who you know than what you know. The way that you relate with people is everything. It contributes a lot to the opportunities that you have and to the things that you achieve. So it's important to develop strong relationships. And I'll start with the aspect of humility. Humility is really important because people will feel more comfortable around people who present themselves not as a competition or not as a threat. People are more comfortable and more willing, more open, more willing to collaborate, more willing to help people who are humble and who do not present themselves as a threat or as a challenge. Next thing about developing relationships is sociability. It's really, really good to be a social person. I know that this doesn't come naturally to many people, but you are going to have to learn that. As I said, it's all about development. So as I name these skills, you just pick the ones that you feel like you're still lacking on, and then you make it work. You make sure that you're learning to improve these skills and not just stay and tell yourself that that is who I am. That statement, that is who I am, or that is how I am, is an effective recipe to staying at the same level where you are and never growing. So about sociability, you learn to go out and talk to people. You learn to go for some social gatherings, the important ones, by the way. You don't have to let yourself be all over the place and end up wasting your life because I said sociability is important. No, it's important that you be sociable, but when it's absolutely necessary, you not it's not because you went to do a job or you went to just get some things for your business that you're not going to greet your business partner or smile with them or even exchange a few pleasantries. It really helps to develop relationships. And next thing that I'll talk about is inspiring trust. It's important that people trust you. We already talked about integrity, and that is going to help you to also inspire trust. When people trust you, people give you opportunities, people send opportunities your way, and people are comfortable growing with you. People are comfortable entrusting things into your hands. So it's going to be important to learn to inspire trust. Then last but not the least, we have empathy. Empathy is really, really important. I mean, as a human being, if you do not have this, then you're lacking something really, really important. You need to learn to develop some empathy, even if you tell me that it doesn't come naturally to you, but it's important to have a certain level of empathy when dealing with people. It helps you to always be able to put yourself in their shoe, and sometimes make decisions while keeping them in mind, while keeping their emotions in mind, while keeping their situations in mind. This is necessary in developing relationships. Second group of interpersonal skills is going to be a group that I would love to call teamwork. Teamwork is absolutely important, absolutely necessary. And we keep saying it, but unless you've tried it out, you wouldn't understand that this is a challenge to many people. You can lead, you can excel in self-leadership, but then when it comes to interacting with other people, working with other people in this particular case, It's going to be really challenging, and it's a skill that is important for you at your job site. It's a skill that is important for you in your business. So you're going to have to take some time to learn to grow this skill. And the first aspect of it with which I would love to start is fostering inclusiveness. Whenever you find yourself in a group, be the person who makes everybody feel comfortable. Don't be the person who makes the room tense and who makes people unsure of themselves, makes people uncomfortable, and they end up not wanting to share their ideas, or they end up not even feeling comfortable in the group. They don't feel like they belong because you're there. That's not okay. So learn to foster inclusiveness and not make anybody feel left out. We have collaboration. Collaboration is extremely necessary. You see that there are tasks, especially complex tasks, that you're never going to be able to get done alone. And there are jobs where you'll be stuck to other people. So you will learn to collaborate. You need to learn to work with other people. You're not going to be self-sufficient all the times. You're going to need to learn to get input from other people and give output to them. So it's important that you learn collaboration. Conflict resolution is the next thing on my list. Conflicts are always going to come up in a team, in a group. So you learn to resolve these conflicts. It's true that in a business or in a work setting, you might not be able to, it might not be necessary that you consider everybody's emotions before resolving the conflicts, but you try as much to be as peaceful in your resolutions as necessary or as you can. Then the next, I'll talk about coaching and empowering. It's important that when you're in a group, you become each other's strength. You become the example that other people follow. If at a certain point in time we feel a bit discouraged about our project, about our task, you should be that person who shows others a good example. That person whom others can look at and feel empowered to try to go out and give it a try again. So that is very important for teamwork. And with teamwork, it is important to know that you're not going to have these just by reading books. You're going to have to go into teams and try and see firsthand the difficulties. And it is by this experience that you go. Don't wait till you get your first job and then you have to learn everything. It's going to be really complicated for you. Or don't wait till you have your big business opportunity, then you have to learn all of these things. A miracle is when opportunity meets preparation. So you prepare for these things, and then when the opportunity comes, you're going to handle them like a pro. So the next group of interpersonal skills I will be talking about will be mobilizing systems. This is really important for you to be able to put one or two things together to get one or two things going. So the first skill under mobilizing systems that I would love to stress on is win-win negotiations. Be it as a worker, be it employee or an entrepreneur, a business person, you're going to need to master win-win negotiations. You're going to need to be able to look at this person and see how what they bring to the table can be combined with what you bring to the table to make everybody's lives better. You're going to have to look and see that, and then look for ways to make it happen. Look for ways to present your points, to sell what you're offering, and to sell your idea of that collaboration, your idea of that partnership to the person, such that they can agree to it and go into that partnership with you. Next, I would want to talk about role modeling. Role modeling is really, really important. The way you go about your business, the way you go about your job is important for the influence that you have on other people. I don't know if that is clear. Other people just observe you. There's always somebody looking. So role modeling is very, very important. And you have to do that, especially in an organizational setting, in a work setting, a place where you're not all alone. You make sure that you do your thing well. Do your thing well. You be a role model when it comes to doing that business. When it comes to taking care of that job, you're a role model. Next, you're going to need organizational awareness. You're going to need to be always aware of where you are, what setting it is, what is acceptable behavior and what is not acceptable behavior. in this organizational awareness even helps you to relate with other people. So that is also a skill that is important. Next, I'll talk about crafting inspiring visions. It's really important that you're able to paint a picture of something that you see alone, to make it seen by other people, and at least be able to make them appreciate it the way that you see it. Because it all starts from you. It all starts from your dream. It all starts from your vision. So you're going to need to have to craft inspiring visions. So this will be crucial when you're dealing with investors, perhaps external funding, I don't know, whatever it is, when it involves somebody who needs you to present your dream, your idea to them. For them to be able to help you, you're going to have to craft an inspiring vision. So it's something that you practice. You don't wait for an opportunity to come and then you don't know how to use it. On this space, we're always prepared for opportunities. That is what we do. We prepare for opportunities. It is a journey, as I keep saying. So we prepare for opportunities and we make sure that when these opportunities show up, we are ready for them. So that was it on today's episode of Drinks to Dollars with Denzel. I hope that after this episode, you have a list of interpersonal and self-leadership skills that you're going to be working on while waiting for the next episode. Thank you very much, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in my next episode.